I think RXRX is the jam, is the one to go with. So same thing, July. Always, I like to look at the left. Don't pay that. That's ridiculous. Don't pay that. Don't pay that. Don't pay that. Dollar bid, 95-cent bid. Okay? Make a market. Don't pay offers. Here's ChatGPT. Okay? What I did is I just took the keynote from the Nvidia CEO that was just released, that just came out with earnings. I put it into ChatGPT. I took the transcript and I put the whole thing into ChatGPT. Okay, it's 20 minutes. There, it was technical, whatever. Okay, so then I took that. Tell me the 10 most important points. Fine. Still a little complicated, but it's making it easier to absorb. Okay. What industries will benefit the most based on the information that was shared? And that gets us to here. Okay. What I was interested in is going through all these. Well, drug discovery, generative AI in drug discovery. Because what's going to happen, and I'm certain of this, is that there are only like 4 or 5 players in AI. The same reason why Sam Altman had to bring in Microsoft to get the $10 billion investment for ChatGPT or for OpenAI. It's just too costly to get into this game. So I think any little player that gets any kind of headway are going to get gobbled up, especially when you see Apple with all the cash on the balance sheet. So what I wanted to do is then expand on 5 drug discovery. Feel that drug discovery stands to benefit significantly from AI. What 10 companies are leading the way? But we're going to get the 10 companies that are leading the way, but these are all monster market cap. So this is what we're looking for. Which companies using AI on drug discovery are still under a $1 billion market cap? Fine. We get some answers. But the answers that we get, these aren't tradable stocks yet. What is the stock symbol? 5 public companies under 10 billion. List 5 companies under 1 billion that are closely correlated to the topics discussed in the video script. And so this is what I was doing. Organize the last 10 stock tickers. Removing some. Adding some others. I'm fine-tuning a list down. Remove. Remove. And then I just wanted to do a check to go back to the script because I want to make sure that it's staying on topic. What I'm really looking for is whether NVIDIA, whether they mentioned any kind of industries or any other companies that they're watching. And so then finally, after doing this all, these were the names that it spit out. And these names that it spit out, I also added a column. How relevant is it to the NVIDIA call? And so the top 4 were the ones that were most relevant. And this is the subset that I started to research. What I also did, then I took all these names to Cheddarflow. I wanted to see what kind of unusual option activity that we're getting through Cheddarflow. So I'm using ChatGPT as a research tool where I'm not just looking at things, I'm driving. Because where I think the real upside is going to be is these AI drug companies are going to have their moment. And they are going to pop and go nuts. Let's go through each one. VCYT, since April, it's up 30%. Whoa, did that just happen? I wonder right now at this line whether this is a good trade. Let's look into this a little bit, guys. This is interesting. Oh my God. Vol on this, I'm going to guess is about 80%. %. I keep looking. The options are very expensive, guys. I'm not sold on this BTAI because I don't think that there's a way to play it with good value rather than buying the stock. And I'm not sure that's the go-to play right now. So let's hold off on that. Let's come back to it. RXRX. This is one I shared in Discord for you guys to look at. Look at this thing. Strong as shit. It's really strong. We've seen this happen. I've seen it happen so many times throughout my career. And what I mean is you'll see like the 3D printers and then all 3D printers go crazy. You see the solar stocks. They start with the big solar stocks, then the little solar stocks, the cannabis companies. Okay. AI, this is a major revolution, right? That is why I am all in Microsoft from the beginning of the year. That is my by far favorite stock of the year. Now we see what Nvidia has just done. Google is performing really well. These are the names that we want to follow. I actually like this RXRX. We've seen this happen. I've seen it happen so many times throughout my career. And what I mean is you'll see like the 3D printers and then all 3D printers go crazy. You see the solar stocks. They start with the big solar stocks, then the little solar stocks, the cannabis companies. Okay. AI, this is a major revolution, right? That is why I am all in Microsoft from the beginning of the year. That is my by far favorite stock of the year. Now we see what Nvidia has just done. Google is performing really well. These are the names that we want to follow. I actually like this RXRX. Maybe the vol's under 80% for this one. VCYT. VCYT. Little cheaper vol, but it's not really tradable, right? Very is a cheap one. Digital Turbine today is up 9%. Mark's up 7%. AI is up 13%. This is our list, guys. Holy shit. So this vol's got to be 130 or 140, I would think. Oh yeah. How do I know that? Because look at this thing, it's stupid. Wow. That vol is not high enough. Out of everything that we just looked at, guys, this stock went 14 to 8, and today it's up 10%, and yet it has one of the lower vols of the group. I like this. 854, the biggest trade of the day, 2,400. 12.5 strikes. I'm in the money. Put buy. I like these July 10s for 55 cents. Buying the July 10 strike for 55 cents in app digital turbine. We have 56 days until expiration. And the reason for being in the trade is it's an AI stock. It is where the action is right now. Volatility is relatively fair compared to all the other names on that list that we're looking at. July, 10 calls, 5 for 55 cents. On apps, July 10 calls for 55 cents. It's right here. I mean, really what we're doing with this is just playing off the gnarly volatility. This stock has no qualms about moving all around. The other name that I do like is I like this RXRX. RXRX, I would love to know when their next BTAI date is. The other trade that I like, that I want to share because I'm going to do this as well, is there's something about this. It's the industry. I think RXRX is the jam, is the one to go with. And so same thing, July, always, I like to look at the last. Don't pay that, that's ridiculous. Don't pay that, don't pay that, don't pay that. Dollar bid, 95-cent bid, okay? Make a market. Don't pay offers. So RXRX, we could say the July 10s again for $1. And I think that we should revisit this list as the market moves, because this is where I think that we're going to find tons of different opportunities. Great. Share, copy, done. And yeah, so I'm going to throw this into the Discord. And then I'll also put it in the GoToWebinar chat for you guys as well. For the ones that have not played with ChatGPT, have I convinced you to start playing with ChatGPT? Was that little overview enough that you can see like, wow, this is really powerful and I should be taking advantage of that? So use that as a research assistant. But remember, you drive. We're looking for something specific. So we're not just looking for AI-driven drug discovery. We want AI-driven drug discovery, market cap less than $1 billion. We want tradable stocks. And the cool thing you can see, even by going through these names, them are moving 5% or more today. So if we can find, which I think we did, getting in some that are not incredibly high volatility, RXRX is going to be higher volatility, but that app's 75%. That seems like a really, really good trade. And this sector is going to dominate. It's just a matter of who the winners are going to be, because they are all going to get bought, in my very strong opinion.